Hello, friends. Did you watch the last two videos? And there's a good chance that you didn't. So let me summarize them for you. I've been talking about multitasking. Don't we do it all the time? Do we do WhatsApp messages while walking or even while crossing a road sometimes and sending out emails during meetings or chatting while cooking or eating? And in today's society, doing one thing at a time is considered outright luxurious, wasteful, and even out of fashion. We think that as amazing multitaskers, we are great achievers. Wow, we brag about it. We put it on the Facebook and say, oh, we have done this and this. I can do so many things simultaneously, right? But really speaking, you think that you can concentrate and do a number of things simultaneously and you can get more productive and get your task done faster, chances are that you are not doing yourself or your family or organization any favors by multitasking throughout the day. Research shows that we are not half as efficient by multitasking as we like to believe that we are. The fact is that the human beings cannot multitask in the truest sense. Guy Winch, a psychologist and an author of Emotional First Aid, talks about multitasking as a wrong term. He says it is called task switching, that you have to switch back and forth from one task to another. When it comes to attention and productivity, our brains have a finite amount, he says. So, as I have earlier also mentioned, that I have lived with this myth for more than 40 years. And I used to vehemently disagree with people if they said that multitasking was not possible. But after having done some in depth study in the subject, let me tell you and believe me that I have started believing very strongly that multitasking is neither possible nor advisable. So, in a lighter vein, I've heard my lady friends say, oh, you can't do it, but women can. And let me tell you, I smilingly agree with them because why should I annoy them? But the fact remains that the brain, human brain, whether a male brain or a female brain, is not capable of multitasking. So let me go ahead today and begin a journey of giving you 9 reasons why you should not be multitasking. So let's move to reason number one.
It's time brigade. Time brigade. It's time brigade. Join the time brigade.
Reason number one, multitasking damages your brain. Have you ever tried writing an article in a moving train or while watching a football match in the hustle bustle of your office or any such thing? You are asking your brain to split its attention and it can't do that. Now, when you make it do it, when you force your brain to do it, it starts getting overloaded. Starts getting stretched, and that is the way it starts getting damaged. For the brain, it is cognitive overload, and it dulls our brain and our reaction times. According to a study at the University of Sussex, they found that people who regularly multitask have lower brain density in the region of their brain which is responsible for empathy, cognitive control, and emotional control. Now, the good news is that if your brain has been damaged by multitasking, you can fix it. And the medicine for that or the treatment for that is simple. Just take up some exercises which require concentration and focus and attention. And you will find that your brain reverses back to that unstretched or unstressed part where it can start behaving normally. Work on one thing at a time and do it in a place, in an environment where you can concentrate. It has been long believed that cognitive impairment from multitasking was temporary, but new research suggests otherwise. So, no, don't multitask and don't damage your brain. Number two reason for not multitasking is that multitasking makes you less productive. What Dr. Wen said is also reinforced by Dr. Susan, saying multitasking isn't the right word. It is task switching, which means that when you multitask, you are actually switching between two tasks or two activities. And it takes more time to switch tasks than to stick to one activity at a time till you finish it. Now, we think because we are good at switching, we are more productive. And that's not true. We are having a great ability to lose focus, which we are not remembering. And the time that it takes to switch tasks is more than what you really realize. Studies have found that multitasking actually reduces your productivity by almost 40%. If you are convinced that multitasking makes you super productive, you are actually super wrong. It just means that you backtrack a lot. Because every time you switch tasks, you have to repeat a bit. And that is where you lose a lot of time to find out where did you leave the last one. The same is true even for behaviors that seemingly look so automatic as driving. There was a study carried out in 2008 in the University of Utah where they had some drivers who were given an exercise, and they found that drivers took longer to reach destinations when they chatted on cell phones as compared to those who did not. It is slowing you down as if you were driving on a series of speed breakers. What tends to save the most time is to do something in batches. That's what Dr. Vince says. He says, pay your bills once, finish that off, do all your emails once, finish that off, and then do something else. Don't do pay a bill, then send an email, and while sending an email, take a phone call. Those are the type of multitaskings that are actually making us less productive. We don't realize it. So do not multitask. Third reason not to multitask is multitasking makes you dumb or slows down your thinking. Why do I say that? It looks very harsh, but repeated exposures to multitasking hurts your ability to continue learning and can even cause you lose ground. There's a study carried out in the University of London, and it found that multitasking, when attempting to do cognitive tasks, of which writing is a very definite one, lowered the IQ scores of those who were multitasking as compared to those who were concentrating on one at a time. All of that multitasking is reducing is your intelligence. It makes you lose the ability to know what is important and what isn't. And it's binding you to the fact that you are not good at all your attempts to juggle multiple tasks. So today we covered, in addition to the summary of the previous two videos, the three reasons why you should not be multitasking. And I will continue this in the next video. So please stay tuned in and listen to the rest of the reasons why you should not be multitasking. In the meanwhile, please do write your comments and let's keep the engagement on. I will be looking forward to your responses to multitasking. Thank you very much. Signing off, Time Brigadier, and you are watching the Time Brigade.